Hi everyone, welcome back to Thailand Bound. If you haven't been here before, my name's Peter and I talk about all things Thailand. So today I want to talk about the truth about dating Thai women in your 60s.
สวัสดีค่ะ
You know, people often say that moving to Thailand in your 60s is like turning the clock back 20 years. And in many ways, that's true. You feel younger, the weather's good, the food's great, and the people smile at you again. But when it comes to dating Thai women in your 60s, there's a lot of fantasy mixed in with reality, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. I've been here long enough to see all sides of it, the good, the bad, and the downright confusing. Let's start with the obvious. Most Western men who come to Thailand in their 60s are divorced, widowed, or long-term single. Back home, dating isn't easy at that age. You're competing with men half your age who still have hair, gym bodies, and no back pain. Then you land in Thailand, and suddenly it feels like someone opened a new world. Women smile, they make eye contact, and they actually seem interested in who you are instead of what you drive. That's the first shock, and it's a pleasant one. But here's the truth. Thai women aren't drawn to you because of your age. They're drawn to stability, kindness, and what they call jaidi, which means having a good heart. For many Thai women, especially those in their 30s and 40s, an older man represents security. You're calmer, less likely to cheat, and you're not looking to play games. But make no mistake, money is part of the equation too. It's not about being rich, it's about being dependable. In Thai culture, men are expected to take care of women, and that doesn't change when you're a foreigner. Now, I'm not talking about bar girls, massage girls, or go-go dancers. That's a completely different topic. I'm talking about normal, everyday women, office workers, nurses, teachers, shop girls, or single mums who might have had a rough relationship before and are open to something different. Many of them find Western men easier to live with. We tend to be calmer, more patient, and we show affection in ways Thai men often don't. But that doesn't mean you're automatically the dream catch. You still need to understand their world. For example, Thai women value peace over confrontation. In the West, if a woman is upset, she'll tell you straight. Here, she'll stay quiet. She won't argue, but you'll feel it in the atmosphere. She might cook you some dinner, but the smiles are gone. You'll ask, what's wrong? And she'll say nothing. It's up to you to sense the mood. Losing your temper is the worst thing you can do. In Thailand, raising your voice makes you lose face, and once that happens, the relationship can quickly crumble. Now, let's talk about energy levels. Let's be honest, we're not 25 anymore. You might meet a Thai woman in her 30s or 40s who's full of energy, wants to go out, travel, dance, and visit family up country while you're thinking about a nap and a quiet night in. That's not a problem as long as you understand each other. But some relationships break down because a man expects the woman to slow down or she expects him to keep up. Talk about it early. Being honest about what you want will save a lot of heartache later on. Now, there's something else older men often overlook: loneliness. Many men who move here are looking for company as much as love. Back home, they might have been invisible. Here, someone smiles at you and it lights up your world again. But that emotional need can cloud your judgment. You might meet a woman, fall for her fast, and start giving money before you even really know her. Don't do that. Take it slowly. If she's genuine, she'll wait and prove it over time. If she isn't, she'll show her true colors quickly enough. Another truth, family obligations. In Thailand, family is everything. A good daughter supports her parents. That might mean sending a few thousand baht each month to help them out. It's not greed, it's gratitude. She's looking after the people who raised her. Western men sometimes struggle to understand that because our cultures are different. But if you're with a Thai woman and she wants help for her mum or dad, don't automatically think she's using you. Of course, if it becomes constant and unreasonable, you have to talk about it, but it's important to understand where it comes from. Now let's talk about jealousy. Thai women can be very protective. If they see you talking to another woman, even just being friendly, you might get some questions later. Some of that comes from insecurity, but a lot of it comes from experience. Many Thai women have been let down before, often by men who promised them everything and delivered nothing. So they guard what they have. If you reassure her and stay honest, it goes a long way. The emotional side of Thai women often surprises Western men too. Thai women show love through small everyday gestures. They'll cook your favorite meal, tidy your room, fold your clothes, or make sure you have water by your bed. That's not servitude, that's affection. It's their way of saying, I care about you. But if you start taking that for granted or treating it like it's expected, it will stop. Respect goes both ways. You'll also find that relationships in Thailand move faster. In the West, you might date for months before meeting someone's family. Here, you can be introduced within a week. It's not about rushing into commitment, it's about respect. When she brings you home to meet her mum, it's her way of saying you're someone important, and her family will judge you quietly, not by what you own, but how you act. If you're kind, polite, and humble, you'll be treated like gold. Now let's talk about the darker side, because pretending it doesn't exist helps no one. There are plenty of Thai women who see older Western men as walking cash machines. They play the long game, fake sickness stories, a sick buffalo, a cousin in hospital, a phone that always needs replacing. Some of these women have 2, 3, or even 4 men overseas sending them money. You won't see the others because they'll tell you they're sleeping or their phone is broken. I've seen it all. The lesson is simple. Don't be cynical, but don't be naive either. Trust has to be earned. But not every story ends badly. There are plenty of genuine relationships between older foreigners and Thai women. I've seen couples who've been together for 20 years or more. She was there through his operations, his bad days, and his good ones. They travel together, laugh together, and you can see there's a real affection. Those stories don't get much attention online, but they do exist. It's not all scams and heartbreak. Age can actually work in your favor here. Women in Thailand respect life experiences. They like men who are steady, calm, and confident without arrogance. They don't expect you to be rich or young. They just want to feel safe and appreciated. You don't need to compete with younger men. Just be real. Now let's address the physical side, because people think about it even if they don't say it. Many Western men worry about age differences, but you'd be surprised how unimportant it is here. Thai women tend to value emotional connection over physical perfection. They want someone who listens, who makes them laugh, who makes them feel cared for. And no, you don't have to perform like a 20-year-old. What matters is the connection you build, not how many times you can keep up. When you date seriously, something changes inside you. You start thinking differently about happiness. Back home, you might have measured success by your house, your car, or your pension. Here, it's about peace of mind, having someone who smiles when you walk in, who makes your dinner, who checks you took your medicine. It's a simpler kind of happiness, but it's real. Still, there's a practical side you can't ignore. If you're thinking about marriage, buying land, or building a house, protect yourself. Foreigners can't own land in Thailand. Many guys have put property in their partners' names and lost everything when the relationship ended. It's not romantic to talk about it, but it's reality. Always do things legally. You can still build a home and a future together. Just make sure you're protected. Communication is another big issue. Even if she speaks good English, misunderstandings happen. A phrase that sounds fine to you might sound harsh in Thai. A joke might not translate. Be patient. Learn a few Thai words. You don't need to be fluent, but showing effort goes a long way. When you try to speak her language, even a little, it tells her you care. Now, a warning to those still back home chatting online. Don't fall in love through a screen. It's easy to believe someone is genuine when you're lonely and they're calling you sweetheart every morning. But you have to meet in person. Spend time together in real life. See how she acts when you're sick. When you're tired or when you disagree, that's the real test. Anyone can be perfect for 2 weeks on holiday. The truth comes out when the routine starts. When you hit your 60s, What you really want isn't adventure anymore, it's peace. You've done the hard work, you've earned your rest. What most men want now is loyalty, affection, and companionship. Thailand can give you that, but you have to come here with your eyes wide open. Don't chase a fantasy. Enjoy this stage of your life for what it is, a second chance to live well, to love again, and to feel appreciated. And remember, respect is everything. Respect her culture, her family, and her background. Don't compare Thailand to your home country because it's not the same. That's the beauty of it. It's different. And when you accept that difference, life becomes much easier. So, the truth about dating Thai women in your 60s, it can be wonderful, frustrating, emotional, and rewarding all at once. You might find love, you might find friendship, or maybe you just find yourself again. Whatever happens, it's a journey worth taking, but only if you do it with honesty, patience, and respect. That's my take on it anyway. If you're already in Thailand and you've got your own story, let me know in the comments. I always enjoy reading other people's experiences. And if you're still thinking about making the move, remember, it's not just about the women or the weather, it's about changing your life for the better. Now, some of you out there might be thinking, well, what makes him so knowledgeable? How can he preach to others about this relationship? So I've actually had a Thai girlfriend for 3 years now. If you haven't been to my channel before, I met her online and she worked in a hospital for nearly 20 years. She's finished that now. She's 47, I'm 65. Our relationship is going very well. Now, everything I've spoken about in this video today has happened to me. I've actually experienced it. You know, we've had arguments and she's gone into a mood and I've said, what's wrong? And she said nothing. And, you know, you do notice a kind of a mood swing. But luckily for me, it doesn't go on for days and days, a few hours, and then it's forgotten about, and I've learned my lesson. But one other thing I'd like to talk about before I end the video, the communication, if there isn't a lot of English and you don't speak Thai and you're using translation apps, they sometimes do translate wrong. And I'm going to give you an example of something that caused a big argument between me and my girlfriend, and it was just because Google translated it wrong. So in my old apartment in Bangkok, I had a wonderful pool on the 8th floor, very nice pool, and I was working, I was editing, and she wanted to go up for a swim. This was about 6 o'clock when the sun had gone down. Thais don't like the sun, as you know. So I said, yep, no problem. She came back. She had gone longer than she normally does, and I questioned her and said, you were gone for an hour and a half. What were you doing? No jokes at this point, please. And she translated it all to me. She speaks a lot better English now. My Thai's improved. But at the time, she translated it to me. And what the translation came through as was that she'd met an old guy up there. She'd sat talking to him, and he was very nice, and she might go to his apartment for a coffee tomorrow. And of course, I went berserk. But when we got down to the real truth and found out what it was, the person she was talking about was actually an older lady who owns her apartment in the building. She's an ex-Thai Airways stewardess. She's retired now. She's about 60. And she'd met my girlfriend, and they had a very nice chat. And she said, well, pop by for a coffee sometime. But the app actually translated the word woman into guy, into a man. You know, instead of saying, I met a woman up there, it said I met a man. And of course I misinterpreted it. She didn't understand why I was getting angry, and it worked out in the end. So just be warned, when you use those dating apps, like I said in this vlog today, sometimes what you're trying to say doesn't come across, and especially things like jokes. And if you want to communicate using apps, keep it very, very simple. The more simpler it is, the less mistakes you're likely to make. Okay, thanks for listening to me again, guys. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I always answer my comments, questions or emails, anything like that. If you enjoyed today's vlog, maybe hit the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out with YouTube's algorithm. Okay, thanks for listening again, and I'll catch up with some more videos real soon.